Hey guys, today I'm here with Mirafit and today's chat is about why we do the ice bath. So the reasons why I use an ice bath, there's a couple of things. So the most obvious one is for recovery, for physical recovery. So after a heavy session, we do the ice bath, the cold water therapy. That reduces inflammation. Combine it with the hot sauna or the hot tub as well. That's really good because it flushes the blood a lot better and gets the new blood to the places that need it the most. I find it very, very good for my tendon pain. I get a lot of kind of issues with my tendons, my elbows, my patellas. They get quite inflamed. When I sit in the cold water for a length of time, that really helps bring the inflammation down and helps reduce the pain. So the second one, for me, is a big one. So it's for the mental aspect. So my mental fitness, my mental strength, it really improves that, the mental side for me. So it almost gives me a reset. And for me, I think that's one of the most important things that I need in my life. So if I'm having a bad day, if I'm a little bit stressed at work, training session hasn't gone well, etc., I'll go for a little dip in the sea in the cold water, and almost instantaneous, I'm feeling so much better. My mood is lifted, I'm laughing again, I'm happy again, and for me, it's one of the biggest and the best ways of improving your mental health.
So before I do an ice bath for the beach or whatever cold water I've got access to, depending what the day, sometimes I can go in a good mood, depending how the day's gone, how's training's gone, etc., how the business and stuff's gone. I can sometimes go in stressful and anxious, and if it really kind of built up what maybe I had a bad day, or honestly most of the time before I go in, I'm feeling like I've been hit by a bus 1,000 times over because I'm always got DOMs, I'm sore from training. Like I said, I'm pretty drained physically and mentally. So going in before, I feel kind of, quite bad. On the other side of that, after I'm done with the cold water, usually I do 3 or 4 minutes, 3 rounds, I feel refreshed. Usually I do it at night time, so I feel ready to go to bed, have a really good sleep, ready to wake up fresh for the next day ahead, and less DOMs, which is a bonus.
The times I use cold water is, a lot of the time it's during the day or the morning time, sunrise. So that's for my mental health. The work I do for my mindset is when I go swimming in the morning, see the sunrise. I think that's so powerful. Again, it gives me that energy I need for the day, and it sets me up the best way I can be. When we are, for example, in World's Strongest Man, we do it after the day competing. So generally in World's Strongest Man, we're out there for 5 or 6 days competing. So after every day, I would go into the cold water, sit there kind of 5 to 10 minutes, recover, go into the hot and do it again. So do maybe 3 or 4 cycles of it post-competing. I generally don't do it before, unless, like I say, it's for my mindset, which is in the morning, first thing.
So ice bath, you use it every single day. It's a thing that you can't just use 1 week and it's going to work. You use it every single day. You have to add it into everyday life if you're an athlete or if you enjoy it. The benefits come in long term, not short term. So I use it every single day. I use it before I go to bed. I don't like using it start of the morning because I get too sleepy. I use it before I go to bed to shut off after a long day and just to chill out at night time. And maybe in an off season, in my training cycle, I'll use it 5-6 times a week maybe. But then when I'm competing, it'll up to maybe twice a day. So obviously closer to competitions, obviously my body's going to get more stressed with all the lifting I'm doing and eating the food and stuff. So I do it maybe twice a day, but it's always every single day I do it. It could up it could be longer times depending on the competitions.
So guys, that's the reason why I do cold water. Thanks for Mirafit for having me on. Hope you enjoyed this video and we'll catch you soon.
Stay spicy.